Alright, as promised, we are going to be taking the British 060 steamer with me today on another job. So let's do it. Except, why does it feel like I'm behind the ass of another engine? What is this? Hello, who is this? Alright. This was randomly spawned up behind me. It's a British 8F. Wow, another British steamer in this freaking game. Like, we need more British steamers. Oh boy. Alright, I guess this one is gonna have to do. Hello everybody, my name is Thomas Richard. Welcome to episode 2 of my return to Derail Valley. Today we are going to be playing Derail Valley with the latest mod, except the latest mod is actually a American loco, which I did purchase, or not purchase, I did download on here, and I will play it. But I want to go back to the mods I have not played yet. For example, this one right here. This is a British 8F, meaning that it has 8 drivers instead of, a typical 4 driver. It's a 280 British loco, which in American-wise is a Macedonian, like 475 in Strasbourg Railroad. But it's an 8F in British, so yeah. We're going to be taking this old girl for a little run and see how she works. Over there is the big boy, which I drove last time, which we are going to keep that here, sadly. However, I am going to drive this in the next episode because I love driving that thing so much. Big boy is so fun to drive, and I love driving it. And you know what I really want? I didn't say this in the last episode, but I really, really wish somebody would make a big boy, an actual big boy, using this exact model, but fully built. I want a big boy fully built, and I also want the living legend. My throat's still fucked up, by the way. And I also want the living legend in here, Union Pacific 844. I want those 2 engines in Derail Valley. Those 2 will be my favorite mod engines in Derail Valley. If they are in here, I would just be playing this game non-stop. But sadly, Big Boy's the only one. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen, but I really, really want the Derail Valley modders to make an 844 and an actual Big Boy, if that's possible, with the same exact whistle setup as this one. And it's just, yeah, I want that in this game. Alright, enough of that. Let's go ahead and give this 848, I cannot speak. Let's go and give this 8F a look over. So right here is your grease ports right here. So we'll go ahead and fill them up real quick while we're waiting doing nothing. Oh god, that looks weird. There's a bolt in there. Interesting. Didn't think there was a bolt there. Okay, I believe that's all of them. If not, then I will look more, but I believe that's it. I think that's one, but I don't think that's it. Nope, that is not one. Okay, now we'll go to the other side and we'll do the same thing. To this side. Fill this up. There we go. Do the same thing with this one. Fill it up. Fill this one up. Okay, that should do it. And there's no mechanical lubricator out here, so it's probably inside. There's your compressor, your air compressor. I believe you can also open this up too. I don't know if this is by the same makers as the other one. But can you open this up? No, it seems like you cannot open that up, unlike the other one. But, oh, that's how you turn your air compressor on, I believe, with this valve right here. Yep, that's how you would turn your air compressor on, but we'll get some steam in her first, and then we'll turn it on. So let's go inside her, and see how she works. If I can figure out how to open this door, if this door can even open. It seems like a door doesn't even open anyway. Alright, we'll go inside. Here we are inside. And yep, just as I expected, it looks like a normal 8F cab. I have driven the native multiple times in Train Simulator Classic, so I am very used to this setup. So driving this engine won't be so difficult because I know how to actually drive it. Surprisingly. The only British loco I know how to drive. Alright, let's go and fill it up with some coal. Right there's your coal. And unlike this one, you do not have to shovel it up as much. That's full. So now we will light it up here. Close that up, and we'll get our blower on to get some real good pressure in there. And this is our steam chest. And that's your boiler pressure right there. There's your fire temperature, which is going up. 2 injectors, which is like the same on the other big boy, on the other British locomotive. They turn both manually, so you can turn it on this way, or you can turn it on this way. Doesn't really matter. They both pump up the same thing. There's your brake cutout, which in Train Simulator Classic, that is actually your vacuum valve. Because on British locos, you have a vacuum. Because when you put this to off, the brake won't go back in all the way. You have to vacuum the lines to make the brake go all the way back. Only on British locomotives. I don't know why, but that's only on British locos. Nothing else. Literally nothing else. So, for any other makers who make British locos, if that's even a thing in Derail Valley, it had a vacuum line because those are necessary for these British locos. And there's your Sona Cox. Alright, let's go and try to see if we can find the air pump. Well, that's still filling up. Alright, we're turning the blower off for now because that's more than enough. I think the fire's still doing alright, so shut that up. Alright, how do you open this door if this door even opens? Does this door even open? Doesn't look like it. This door may not open, actually. Interesting. A door in a a door in a British loco that does not work. Surprisingly. Alright, we'll fill that coal up a little more. There we go. Good enough. Alright. So let's go ahead and find the air pump compressor. Why did I just say that? Alright, here's your air pump valve. We'll turn that on. Build some air. Now, this engine does not have a dynamo in it. Of course, they might have actually modded a dynamo in there, but you don't really need a dynamo for a British loco because you just use headlamps for your lights. So this might not actually have any lights on it. And it seems like it does not, so this does not probably have a dynamo on it, which means you do not need headlights for this thing, because if you look up here, there's also no lights in the cab. I wonder if does this door open? Yes, it does. Look at that. The door opens. Oh, that's so cool. That is very cool. The door opens both ways, which is interesting. Alright, all of our air is filled up. We got plenty of water. Our steam is still coming up. That red mark there is max steam pressure. So, that'll fill up when we get going here. We'll turn our brake cutout on. This, if I can even turn it on. Come on. Oh my, there you go. Now it's on. Alright, there's our brake cutout. I'll make sure if it works. Turn this off, and that turns off. Here's your independent, which we'll turn that on. And yep, that works too. Yep. Alright, let's try the whistle here. Oh, wow. A whistle that is not quillable in Derail Valley. This is seriously not a Derail Valley engine. Because that is not quillable at all. That really sucks. But hey, this is probably just a play mod for just fun. So don't really expect much. Alright, so I actually pointed this in the wrong direction when I put it inside here. So shit, we're going to have to go somewhere else. While that's doing that, actually let me check the fire real quick to make sure it's still fine. Yeah, it's still fine. Fire's still okay. Alright, let's go over here to the station house. Oh wow, there's a chainsaw. We'll go over here to the station house. And we're gonna do a short freight job like this one right here to Machine Factory in town. Which, where the cock is that at? I believe it's MF. It's Machine Factory. Yep. That is it. Machine Factory in town. That is the only job here. We're gonna have to do another long job. I don't really want to do a long job, but it looks like it's gonna happen. Whatever. We have all the time in the world. So let's do it. SWFHO8. Here we go. We need to go to... Oh, it's literally the same train. What the hell? I just put a train there. Oh, great. So now I have to move Big Boy out of the way. Awesome. I just literally put a train there. This is it right here. This is the train I... Or is it? Maybe I'm wrong. That's not it. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not because... Okay. Never mind, I'm wrong. Don't listen to me because... Yeah. Okay, so it's this one right here. The one with the wooden cars. This is pretty normal for a British steamer. So let's go ahead and swap this like that. That can stay just like that. And this can go just like this. Alright. Okay, and then we'll go this way. There we go. Alright, and before we go, I just remembered we need to find our lubricator. Now, that's the issue. I do not know where the lubricator is in this engine. If there is even a lubricator to begin with, which I hope there is. Because if there isn't, then, oh boy. So, over here's your dampers, by the way. You got a cold dump and a damper. And, what is that? That's not a valve. Also, this has two valves. I think one handbrake does not work. Nope, that handbrake does not work. But that is how you would add water, I believe, or how you would dump water. I'm not too sure how that works, but that's your handbrake over there. Okay, we got to find where the lubricator is, because we got the lubricator. Are these the lubricators up here? Oh, yes, it is. This is your lubricator. Wow. A different style lubricator. Alright, we have found a lubricator. And I believe this is the only one I need to do. Alright, that should do it. This is all greased up. Alright, we should be almost ready to go, I think. If there's no lubricator over here, I don't see one. Yeah, I believe there's just only one, so... An Emerald's modeling locomotive and wagon. Okay. I don't know what that is, but okay. Alright, that's them lubricated. Drivers are all lubricated. Connecting around to lubricated. Fire. Water. Steam pressure. Max. Let's see if we can get this thing a rolling here. So let's open our sonococks. And we'll go forward here. And this reverser is not really the best reverser. Oh, shut up. Fucking safety valve. Alright. Do our non-global whistle, and... Oh. One thing I forgot to do is disable the handbrake, obviously. Now we're moving. Here we go. Now, a British steamer, in my opinion, is very easy to operate. Unlike another one, because I like driving a British steamer. Which is surprising, because it's rare for me to drive a British steamer. Oh, you have your mirrors there, so yeah, you can open that window. Good. Good. And I like driving on this side too, which is another reason why I like driving British steamers. They are fun to drive. Now, I looked... Oh god, that engine has terrible brakes. I looked at the release patch for this mod, and he actually updated it, and he said that the controls are way easier to move, which is fine, because I mean, for desktop users, they were probably hard, but for me, VR, that would have been more authentic. Like, the reverser here is actually pretty hard to turn. Alright. Get some steam chests going up in there. And then release it. Backing up. And our damper is all the way open, I believe, so we'll shut that off when we get to move on here. That way, that regulator is very easy to handle. Alright, I believe we are coming up to our set of cars. Yep, we are. Slowly but surely. Alright, here we come. Hopefully there are no hills, so I don't really destroy the engine. That side glass is really small to look at. So if I blow up, I hope I don't. Also, I don't know why there's still brake pressure in the bar. I have everything completely released. But we are not slowing down at all, so... Alright, slow it on down here. Well, bam! Yeah, too hard. Oh well, that's fine. Okay, that should do it. Okay, we should be close enough, and we are. Now, this makes total sense with this being couplers, because British locos actually have this, so that makes total sense. Unlike the big boy, which has the same thing. But this game is based in Slovenian, I believe, so it's actually understandable why they have them. Alright. We are all fired up, all cupped up. I'm gonna make sure we have enough coal, and we'll fill it up a little bit here. With some coal. Okay. I would do one more, just because. Alright, there we go. That's enough coal. We have plenty of steam pressure. Alright, forward we go. And let's see how she does. That whistle is very cursed. Full beam. Alright, we won't use our fire that much, so we'll turn this down a little bit, because the safety valve is going off like hell. Alright, and what sucks is that I do not... Oh god, this brake system is also cursed, because this is not how brake systems work in the British. Also, we are going downhill, so we really don't need to use much of our fire at all, actually. So we can actually turn our dampers all the way off if we want to. Oops, that's on. That's not what I want. Wrong way. Alright. I'm pretty sure we're fine, because the speed limit is actually not on this side, it's on the other side, so... See? So this is going to be difficult for speed limit wise, but I'll just keep doing like 40 or 50. And if it's a little bit hard, I'll just do that. Because you cannot see what the speed limit is around through here, so we'll just keep doing like 45, I guess. And that whistle is correct in the UK because the whistle patterns are not the same in the UK as they are in the States, because United Kingdom only does like one chime. Like when you go through a crossing, you just do this. That's it. In the United Kingdom. It's stupid, I don't know why. But that's just how they are. Very, very dumb. Let's see, we doing good on water? Yeah, we're doing good on water. I mean, the brake system is nice to have a lap in there, but that's only for American locos. So, I would not actually prefer that. I would prefer the normal, traditional way, but I'm pretty sure you cannot do that in Derail Valley. So, yeah. Okay, we are still doing fine. Cole's still doing okay. Still doing good on speed-wise, so that is good. Let's see, how are we doing? I'm just gonna have to rely on the map. So we're doing alright. We'll do around 40. Yeah, 40 would do. This reverser I like because it's not your traditional screw reverser, but it's more of a traditional screw reverse way, and I like that. It looks nice. So whoever modeled that did a good job. Whoever actually modeled this engine did a good job. Or if it's even modeled by the actual guy who made this. Another way you can determine to see on how much brake pressure you're using, this right here will also determine how much pressure you have in your system. So when you have this completely maxed, this will be pushed all the way in, and then when you have it off, it'll be pushed all the way out. I believe that's how it works. If it's backwards, then it works as backwards if it's backwards. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's just how they work. Alright, so now it's just mostly not much curves, just a straight shot down there, so we can go at least 100k. If I can actually get it going up that high. So we'll wait until we're out of the curve here and we'll start to speed up a little bit. And our steam pressure is, oops, you stay down. I said stay down. There we go. Our steam pressure is complaining at us. So we have too much coal. So right now I'm getting this old girl at 70k, which is a reasonable speed. Oh dear, that was pretty tight. Alright, I'm going to start slowing it down here. Whoa! Ah! That's a 2. Wow, that came very quick. Okay, well that junction came quicker than I thought. Yeah, see, that's the junction we're at, but we do not want to go this direction. We want to go the opposite direction, so We're going to have to sadly back up and go back the opposite direction. Does this engine wheel slip? I'm kind of curious to know. Alright, switch the switch that way. And we'll go forward here. That's weird, screw reverser does not make any noise. Interesting. Alright, how are we doing on coal? Fill it up a little bit. Fill it up with some coal. And it's nice to not hear that dynamo going. That dynamo will get annoying eventually at some point. So, alright. Let's try this again. This is a really tight curb for... I mean, this is not... I don't think you would actually see this normally. We still have all of our cars, so that's good. We didn't lose anything during that milestone. Alright, 60! See, when you're up to 60. I'm gonna make sure we are out of the siding completely before we highball it. Alright, highball. We'll get more water if we need to. Do 50k because I don't know how fast we need to go. I bet. Hold on. Slow down here. Slow down. Slow down. Do not derail. I don't know where I'm going, by the way, so... Hold on. Stop. 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 I don't know where I'm going. Alright, so we have arrived at City West. I believe that's what it's called. And yeah, I'm about to run into a bunch of sidings, so I was probably should have made a switch back there. So let's see, I came from over here, I think it was. So that's the complete opposite direction of where I needed to go. If we go this way, then it's... Wait, this is the correct way to go. Oh, this is the correct way to go. Oh shoot, I'm going the correct way. So yeah, I did make a mistake and go the wrong way. That's what happens when you're new. Alright, I gotta back up. I gotta back up and go back to the way I was. Where the hell is my engine? Oh jeez. There it is. There she is. She's over here. Alright, so... Oh wow. Wrong way. Anywho, so... Oh my god, I'm getting inside the cab. Me. Alright, so while we're waiting here, we'll go and fill her up with some water here, which will drain our steam pressure completely. Oh. That's funny. That is funny. Oh, wow. Alright, anywho. Okay, reverse we go. It doesn't really matter if our fire is out. Yeah, see, we don't have much pressure now because we are adding a crap ton of water to her. So while we're moving, we'll build up some steam here. Don't want to go that fast. So back it on up. Okay, that's plenty of water for now. We'll drain out our steam. Trying to blow her back on here so we can get some coal going. And we'll top off our coal just so we can get our steam pressure back up here. So we'll get that going. Yeah, I was supposed to take that siding right there. Lovely. Alright. Somehow that is a 3. Okay, there we go. Slow it on down. Oh, I'm still in the cab. Alright, go ahead and switch to that direction. And with us now going this direction, we are now heading towards the correct way, which is down this way. Alright. What does that say? 80. Okay. Let's see. We'll let our pressure build up a little bit before we actually get going, which it is building up pretty quick. Alright. So, fill it up with more coal just to top it off. And make sure our damper's completely open. And, alright. Let's get a move on here. We got places to be! Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's full bomb. We're only 20 or 30 through there. Yeah, we got plenty of water. Want to see how fast I can get her up to. Alright, now we're getting plenty of steam. So we can shut off our blower. Yeah, see, our water is now almost full. So that's good. Alright, make sure our cars are completely made, and they are. Alright, full beam. Get that open. Alright, let's see how fast I can get her. There's our steam pressure, so we'll shut that off. And yeah, we are using a crap ton of coal now, which I will fill up later. So yeah, if you look on the map, it's basically high beam from here. Now this is an 8F, so it has 8 drivers, so I'm not sure how fast I can get them. Okay, you need to shut up. All the way off. I do not need to blow the safety valve that much. Alright, there's 70. Still doing good. Safety valve, shut up. Almost to 80. Gotta keep the bar right there. So by the looks of it, this engine might have a top speed the same way as what the 9F has, or as what the SO60 has. Alright, now we'll slow it down here. Oh, are we going up a hill? That's probably why we're not getting much speed, because we're going up a hill. Alright, so our switch is coming up here. And it switched correctly. Alright, I don't need to do anything. But I can go 60. Alright, so to the roof. Alright, we've got a little more ways to the machine factory. So we're almost there. How are we doing on coal? That needs to be filled up a little bit. Okay. Alright, we're heading up to another siding here, so I don't think I need to switch anything, so I can continue going at a reasonable speed. Yep. That should be good. Yeah, we're just gonna pass right through it. Alright, and then there should be another... Yep, that's going correctly, which... What speed is that? 60, so that's fine. I'm doing 50. And yes, I am in fact going uphill, so that's why. We're not getting as much speed. Wow, look at this bridge! Looks so cool. Nice. There's my safety valve going off. I have that damper all the way off. Does this damper not work? Oh no, it does. There it goes. I didn't have it down all the way. Alright, we'll leave it like that. Oh, that's a tall damper. Alright, I think we're going up to Machine Factory in town. Whoa, my game is lagging real bad. Oh dear. Everyone, my game is lagging really bad. Crap. Hold on a minute. Oh no! Alright, let's slow her down to a stop here. Wow. My game is lagging really bad. Holy crap. Well, I believe we made it to Machine Factory in town. Alright. So, we have arrived to Machine and Factory Town, and my game is shit in the bed. It does not like rendering this map. Oh my goodness. Okay, if I go all the way back here, will it fix itself? Or is there something wrong? Oh no, it's just lagging completely. Okay. Something's wrong, guys. Crap. Okay, I don't think it's me. I don't think it's me. I think it's something else. Alright. I'm gonna have to check to see what's up, because I cannot finish with my game being like this, so... we're gonna have to end the episode here early, because I don't know why my game is lagging right now, but I will figure it out. Okay, I think it sort of fixed itself. Okay, yeah, it sort of fixed itself. Oh, shit. Okay, guys, if you can still hear me, I don't know what's going on right now, but, yeah, we're gonna end the episode here. I'm gonna try to see what the hell is going on and fix it, And then once I fix it, I'll come back with another parts. But if I can't fix it, then this is going to be the end of the episode. So thank you all so much for watching. The ADF is a really neat loco to drive. I love driving it. I may drive it again. But in the meantime, I hope I can get this fixed. But I'm Thomas Fitch out. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care for now, everyone. And yes, I still have the cough. Hi guys, Thomas Fitch out here. Today, I have just made a tragic discovery. My last gameplay of Derail Valley ended in a not so satisfying way. This little mishap made it so bad that whenever I go to load up my Meta Horizon Link app, which is my link app for when I play with my VR, it does this. Just stays at this screen. For some reason, that destroyment destroyed it so hard that it messed up the Horizon Link. Now, that's parts of the bad news. There's even worse news than this. I have tried to uninstall it. That did not work. I've tried to do the setup. Hit yes. That also does not work. I will go ahead and shut everything off here. Turn my client off. When I go to settings and I go to try to uninstall the app, go to installed apps, go all the way down to Oculus, and then hit this and hit uninstall. Hit yes. Same exact thing. Nothing happens. So my Meta Horizon Link is so broken that it won't even load up, or won't even uninstall, or won't just do anything. So this means this will probably be the last time I play any VR related things on my computer, because I cannot get the Horizon Link to work whatsoever. So this really sucks. I'm gonna have to go inside and try to delete it from File Explorer, but I don't think that's gonna work either. I'll give it a try, but if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to stop playing VR. But that will be the last VR episode for a while, because yeah, I cannot get my VR to work anymore. So I'm going to try to see if I can fix this some more, and if I can, if I succeed, then well, I succeed. You're going to see another gameplay footage from my VR. So, alright, I'll get back to this hopefully soon, and hopefully it'll be fixed. If not, then oh well. Alright, I'm Thomas Fitzgerald. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. I'm about to cry. Everyone, I fixed it. Some fucking how, I fucking fixed it. I'm about to cry. You do not know the fucking shit I fucking went through to get this fucking piece of fucking junk to fucking work. Oh my god. I am so happy. I am so fucking goddamn happy. What do you say we continue with this journey, huh? After the brutal nightmare I went through, and I'm going to try my best to explain what the fuck happened. Let's see, I have plenty of pressure. So everyone, I have been having a very difficult night, and it has been one hell of a fucking journey for me this evening. And I really don't want to explain what I've been going through, but I'm going to try my best to do it. So while we're trying to get the engine moving here, I'm going to start off with what happened in the beginning. Basically, what happened after my game lagged, my OS storage, my C drive storage, started ramping up. It started going much more bigger than it was supposed to. It was at like 100 gigabytes of storage, and the last time I checked it, it said 312 megabytes of storage. Now, I don't know how or why that happened, but I was just like, oh my god, did I just break my PC? Did I literally just break my PC by playing this game? I hope I didn't, because if I did, I would have like shit. So what I did is, the first thing I did was shut the computer off and turned it back on. Did that fix it? Absolutely fucking not. So then what I did was I decided to delete and uninstall Meta Horizon Link, which is my link for my VR, for when I link to it. And are you fucking moving backwards? You goddamn... Don't not starving me. I've been having a fucking miserable night. As I was saying, I uninstalled it, which was a terrible mistake, let me just say. I uninstalled it, and then what I tried to do after that was reinstall it, but that didn't work because the damn setup installer would not open up worth a crap. And so, did I say that Metalink was not opening up for me after the crash? I don't think I did. Yeah, it wasn't opening up for me, and that's why I uninstalled it. So after all that bullshit, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta see if Steam loads up. Steam didn't load up. Let's just put it there. Steam did not load up. And I'm like, oh no, I just literally broke my PC by playing a game. Well, turns out something was on my computer. So what I did is I kept fucking with it. And I was like, okay, I need a break. I cannot stay on here for much longer. So what I did was I left Steam trying to load up. It was not working out with me. It was broken as crap. And so I just left it for a good hour or so. Came back an hour later. The thing loaded up. And I'm like, okay, things are looking up for me finally. And things were. Until it wasn't. I reinstalled MetaQuest Link on my D drive, thinking that that'll work. When you install something like this, please restart your PC after you install it. If you do not restart your PC, your controllers will not work in any game. That's what I went through for the past 30 minutes, and I literally was going to shoot myself in the head. So I restarted my PC. Everything's fixed. So yeah, after all that catastrophe, I feel like going to bed. We're gonna get this shit done tomorrow. My VR is about to die, and I'm also about to die too. So everyone, thank you so much for watching. I was literally losing it today, but thank the fuck Lord I fixed it. So thank you all so much for watching. If you want to see more, comment, subscribe. This thing is a beast to drive and a fucking beauty to drive. I love driving this engine. It's so fun to drive. I would recommend this mod along with the Big Boy mod. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Thomas Richard. I'll see you on the next episode when I fucking recover. Take care for that one. I'm gonna shoot myself.